Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for January 10th to the 16th of 2021. This is good for all signs, and if you want your 2021 readings, make sure you go check out that playlist. It's on my homepage, and I'll link it at the end as well. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Reverend Sydney Finn, and if you would like to work with me one-on-one, check out my classes, go to onyxhealing.com and sign up for my newsletter because you get updates as well as a reading every Sunday that's exclusive to you. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, Spirit, so this is tuning you into guidance. Whatever you like to work with is really going to come in handy. Maybe it's angels, maybe it's guides, maybe it's just getting quiet. But meditation and spiritual practice is going to help ground you this week. So make sure you're taking full advantage of that and that you're paying close attention to what your spirit needs and what your spirit is guiding and asking you to do. Okay, and then we have wait and see. Thoughts love to wander into assumptions and race ahead to the future. But what if you told them to cool their jets and chill a sec? Today you get to put your mental chatter on pause to take a breath and simply wait and see how things play out before you let your mind run a marathon of imagined scenarios. Wait, and you'll see that waiting and seeing was a lot more productive than wondering and worrying. Insert audible sigh of relief here. I'm getting that things are not nearly as bad as you might be feeling or assuming. It's kind of like you need to give the situation the benefit of the doubt, or give the person the benefit of the doubt, right? Not sacrificing boundaries, but just seeing what's really going on, not just jumping to conclusions. This is not a good week to let your mind run away with whatever doomsday scenario you have planned, right? Or mapped out mentally. No. You need to meditate, get quiet, get centered, get back to yourself, work out, whatever it is that you like to do to get clear, you need to tune into that. Hydrate. Time for a glass of water. Go where the flow is. Breathe the experience in cleansing energy. Okay. So I'm just getting that, again, it's like there might be something that's ruffling your feathers or frustrating you, or that appears to be worse than it actually is. It is not nearly as bad as your mind is communicating to you and is introducing to you. So this is all about getting yourself in a right headspace and calming down. It's like you're going to realize after this week, any worries that you have this week, you're going to look back and say, oh my God, I wasted all of that energy. It was not what I thought it was. So enjoy that. Central energy, we have the Tower. Again, I'm getting that this is an illusion, right? The breakdown, it's like this is not what it seems to be. I'm going to do a crossing energy for this. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So you're in scarcity regarding something, or like it's not going to happen, it's not going to work, it's not going to come to fruition. There's a lot of doubt showing up. That's the Tower, is doubt. It's you're not in trust. There's something that you're really contracted around. So I think this week is pushing you to center yourself and see the story all the way through. Finish it, right? Finish the tape. Play it out all the way before you jump to any conclusions. You need to stay out of your head this week. I'm telling you right now. And it just seems like there's doubt and defeat coming up. So they're not your friends. Just because the thought appears or you can imagine it doesn't mean that that's how things are going to go. And then what you have shifting out is the Knight of Swords. I'm getting that this is you doing things all on your own, or feeling like this is responsibility. Like it's hyper responsibility and having the weight of the world on your shoulders. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to clarify this one. Daughter of Cups. For those of you who have been working on codependency or like feeling as though you need to caretake everyone around you, I think that that's also, for some of you, this is going to be you're assuming that everyone is mad at you or upset with you. This is a lot of perception of other people like withholding love or an old story. This is an old emotional story pattern from your past that's coming up, that's wanting to be looked at and evaluated. This actually looks really emotional. It's very much you're in your own head. It's not looking material at all. This is really, really emotional and mental this week. Let's see what the oncoming energy is. Six of Swords. See, it's like smooth roads ahead. Things are actually way better than they seem. This is just like you sitting in emotionally choppy water, and then things get smoother, then you feel a lot better. It's like a breath of fresh air that comes up. So again, spending too much time in your head this week is probably the worst thing that you can do. I'm just giving you fair warning right now that you need to strategize and make sure that you have your coping skills on lock this week. And then we have the Father of Wands. Yeah, you get your power back. It's like, oh, I made all of that up. That's just my mind being crazy, right? It's not actually what I think it is. It's not the worst case scenario. So there's like this a restoration that comes through. And it's kind of like, I say this, like you're getting your mojo back, or you're seeing through any type of distortions that have happened. And so you can expect things to improve greatly. This tower is not serious this week. This is made up. This is a total fabrication. This is a distortion of the mind. It is not what you think it is. So yeah, breathe. It's going to be okay. And then we have the Five of Cups. Don't worry, I'm going to pull some other cards for what's happening outside. And then we have the Page of Cups. This looks like fear to me. Also thinking that it's an illusion, it's a trap. Maybe the Page of Cups is coming through. Maybe you are getting like opportunities or connection or help, love, I mean, whatever the Page of Cups, an offer of some sort, whatever you've been asking for. And we have the Three of Wands. It's so funny. It's kind of like when you ask for a really long time for something and then something comes through and you start getting defensive and uncertain if that's the thing that you've asked for. It's like all your defenses, this looks like a big level up to me. Like all your defenses are coming to the forefront because you're actually starting to see things come to fruition. And it's like that turbulence as you're moving ahead and shifting into what it is that you want. And that's typically how it works, is as you're increasing your capacity to receive good things or to make the changes that you want to make, seeing things through, it's like all of this is coming up to just to show you the dark parts that might still be holding you back, right? That's the mental doomsday energy that you have here. This is you being afraid that it's not what it appears to be. See, you have these cups that are coming down and they're covering all the good stuff. This is the illusion piece. And this is like crying over spilt milk. It's all tied into this wait and see energy. And like, it's not, it might just be your doubt, your fear with whatever's coming through. Because the Page of Cups is, I'm receiving something big, right? Or I'm, like the Page of Cups is bringing you something that you've been planning for a long time. And sometimes when we receive a big manifestation or something starts improving in our life, it gets really shaky. Like we get spooked by it almost if it's big. And so the Three of Wands is saying this is something you've been planning, you've been mapping out, you've been asking, you've been working on. It's like that, it's a part of your long-term plan and your big vision that's coming through externally. It's like things are actually starting to manifest, and so the ego is going apeshit. It is just not having it. It is like, no, stay small. This is too good to be true. You need to doubt what's on the table and what's showing up. You need to go cry in the corner instead. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait this week. Hang in there. It's gonna move. Sit with your emotions. It's gonna be okay. Okay, and then what's happening internally? We have the, yeah. Okay, Eight of Coins. So this is, yes, it will take some effort and some finessing for you to get grounded, for you to feel better. Okay, this is tough. It's so funny how much resistance we have to good things, right? And so this week is kind of cracking me up, actually, because it's way better. It's way better than your ego is communicating. And then we have the Five of Wands. Yep. The friction, the fear, and acknowledging all of the pieces where you're experiencing a lot of doubt, fear, all of that stuff is actually showing you what you need to work on. And it's also helping you for when this comes up again. Because if you're actively creating, if you're manifesting things, right, we have to get our mind, our emotions, our spirit, our physical body all on the same page. There needs to be congruency between those things. And so it seems like your spirit knows what's up and knows what it's doing, but you're having to pull the mind and the body along with you. You have to take it with you and get it on the same page. So just keep that in mind this week and know that friction and resistance is actually what's preparing you for receiving more in the future. So just keep that in mind. This is giving you the tools and the resources that you need to keep growing. And then let's do a 3-card pick. If you need more time, pause the video. Card number 1, Temperance. So you need to have patience with yourself. It's like you need to find your way back to relaxation. That's the main thing, is not trying to map out frustrating situations in the future, but bringing yourself into the present and being patient with the part of you that might be freaking out, okay? Card number 2, we have the Six of Wands. This is, yes, victory. It's happening, it's unfolding, but it's sitting on top of the Tower. So to me, it's just like, this is a yes. It's just that you're needing to pull your mind along with you, like I mentioned before, because this is like you're moving forward. You're doing the damn thing. It's happening. This is the confirmation piece of whatever you've been asking for. And then card number 3, we have the Queen of Wands. The first thing that's coming up is you're in a much better position than you're giving yourself credit for, and you've done a lot more than I think you recognize or realize. It's like nothing has actually bottomed out. Nothing has gone sideways. If you're dealing with any insecurity or anything of the sort, this is just reminding you that you've still got it. There's no reason for you to doubt that you have all opportunities, the availability, the ability to create the things that you want, that none of that has gone away. This is just telling me nothing has actually changed. Like if you're just dealing with a perception thing, that's one thing, but nothing has actually changed, especially because it's sitting here with the Father of Wands. So you have the King and Queen of Wands together. So I'm just saying. And for some of you, this might be relational as well, especially because we have this emotional stuff that's shifting out, right? And then you have the King and Queen of Wands over here. So just keep that in mind, that the relationships are actually solid as well, is what I'm getting, if you've been working on that. Okay, that's all that I have for you today, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Give this a thumbs up and leave a comment if it resonates. Make sure you sign up for my newsletter. It's in the description box, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.